welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to smash that like button right now, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Also, don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that way when I post a new video, you guys can get notified. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my weight gain journey. I've been getting a lot of questions asking, how did I gain weight? How did I get thicker? Am I taking anything? What is my secret? So I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys some of my tips and tricks on how I gained weight. Everybody's body type is completely different, so what may work for me may not work for you. So just keep that in mind. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick backstory on my body frame. I've always been a really skinny girl. In high school, I weighed 110 pounds and I'm 5'7", so you can kind of like imagine how I looked. I played a lot of sports. I did track, so that was a lot of cardio that I was doing. I also had a high metabolism. I would eat, could not gain weight for anything, and I just didn't understand why. I also want to throw this out there. There's nothing wrong with being skinny. Everybody's body frame is completely beautiful the way it is. I personally just wanted to gain weight because I wanted to look more feminine. I wanted, to have curves. I wanted to look more sexy and fill out my clothes. So that's the reason why I wanted to gain weight. I started my weight gain journey about 2 to 3 years ago. I just now started taking it serious this year. The most I've ever weighed was 110 pounds. Right now I'm about 127, 128. So that's like 17 to 18 pounds that I've gained, and that's truly a blessing. I've never weighed this much in my entire life. Like when I tell you it was hard for me to gain weight, I could not gain weight. Some of the things that I took was Epitamin. Epitamin did not work for me at all. I felt like it was a waste of my money. It made me really aggy. It increased my appetite. It made me really sleepy. I didn't want to get out of bed and do anything. So I was like, this is not okay. Like, I'm not myself. I completely stopped it. I also took birth control. I know that's a silly reason to take birth control, but at that point in time, I was super desperate and I wanted to gain weight. But it made me really aggy too. I was very moody, felt very nauseous, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not taking any more supplements or anything like that. I want to look it up on YouTube and I want to look it up on Google. How do these girls gain weight the proper and healthy way? The first tip I have for you guys is to count your calories. I downloaded an app called MyFitnessPal. It helped me tremendously. You're just gonna pretty much put your starting weight and you're gonna put your goal weight, and it'll tell you how much calories you're supposed to take in every single day in order to achieve that goal that you're looking for. I also like to weigh myself. I weighed myself in the beginning just to see what my starting point was, and maybe every month I would weigh myself just to see if I even made a difference or if I'm still maintaining the weight. I just wanted to see if I was progressing. My second tip is you have to be consistent and you have to have a routine. You can't start one week where you're counting your calories and you're doing super good, and then the next week you're just slacking off and you're not really paying attention to how much you're eating, because then you're never gonna see results. You have to be consistent and you have to do it every single day. My next tip that I have for you guys is I set an alarm for every single time I had to eat. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes when you're busy and you're running around, you're not really paying attention to when you're supposed to eat and you could miss a meal. There's been plenty of times where I'm working or I'm running around doing errands and things like that, to the point I look at the time and I'm like, oh my God, I've skipped lunch. I gotta go eat something real quick because I'm not even hungry. And then, when I set my alarms for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it'll just remind me like, okay, it's time to eat. Stop what you're doing, go grab something to eat real quick. Another tip is to meal prep. I feel like this saved me so much time. I would just map out everything that I wanted to eat for the week. I would put everything in containers and put it in the fridge. So that way when I wake up, I don't have to think about the meal that I'm gonna eat or how much calories it's gonna be. I already know that already. So all I gotta do is heat it up, eat it, and you go. It also helped me with my calorie counting because I wrote down on the containers how much calories everything was, so that way I knew for a fact at the end of the day I would hit my goal weight. Another tip is don't eat a lot of junk. I used to eat a lot of fast food. I drank a lot of Ensures, and I was gaining weight like this, but it started going to my stomach, which was a no-no. So I was like, you know what? I need to eat healthier and cleaner so that way it could be healthy weight that I'm gaining instead of just fat. If you guys want me to make a video about what I eat in a day, write that in the comments down below, and I'll do a part 2 of exactly what my meals were that I eat in a day that's healthy and clean. The next tip is you're gonna want to make sure that you're eating enough calories in a day. I eat 6 meals in one day. I know that sounds crazy, but I eat 6 small meals. If I ate big meals, for example, a big breakfast, I would be full and I wouldn't be able to eat anything else throughout the day. I would be content. So I try to make sure that I'm eating 6 small meals. For example, I'll have breakfast, then a snack, lunch, then a snack, dinner, and then a snack. The next tip is to eliminate stress completely. Whatever stresses you out, school, man, girl, whatever it may be, eliminate the stress, because I feel like when I get stressed out, I tend to not eat, or I tend to forget to eat, and I feel like that's so unhealthy. And you just want to eliminate everything out of your life that's causing you mental stress. Another tip is you're going to want to go to the gym and you're going to want to lift heavy weights. I know a lot of girls are scared to lift heavy weights because they don't want bulky muscles and they don't want to look really masculine, but you won't. I'm telling you that right now. When I first started going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, I started doing a lot of cardio, and I wouldn't really lift like that because I was scared and I thought that I was going to look bulky, but I was just like a stick. I was doing way too much cardio and that was making me lose weight instead of gaining weight. So what you have to do is, I did very light cardio. I did 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. You don't really want to do more than that unless you need to. But for me, 10 to 15 minutes was perfectly fine. Then you want to go into glute activation. When I say this glute activation helped me, let me tell you something. When you do glute activation, it warms up your muscles before the actual workout. So when you're doing the squats and you're doing the kickbacks, you're warming up these muscles and you're feeling the burn. So that way, when you actually do the workout, you feel it like 10 times more. And you do the mind, what is it called? The mind to muscle connection. And it just helps you, rip those muscles a lot better. What I meant by mind to muscle connection is a lot of people, when they work out, they tend to think, how many reps am I doing? And how do I look in the mirror? Am I doing the workout properly? When you do mind to muscle connection, you're really focusing on that one muscle group that you're trying to activate and trying to grow. And you put all your attention there, and it just helps you perform a lot better. The next tip is you're going to want to waist train. With all the calories that you're taking in every single day, it's not just going to go straight to the booty, and it's not going to go to your areas that you want it to go to. It's going to be all over the place. A lot of the weight that I gained was in my stomach. I was so mad, and I was like, yeah, this is not okay. I went and got a waist trainer. I got mine from Sweet Sweat. Before I go to the gym, I would just pop it on, and then I would work out, and it would really target the sweat in that area to help you shed the weight there. Once you gain weight in that stomach, girl, it is hard to get rid of. Let me just tell you that right now. Another tip is you're gonna wanna make sure that you're drinking a lot of protein shakes. I'll put a picture in here of the shake that I use. It's 750 calories. You gotta make sure that you're reading the back, because it'll say, you're taking in 750 calories, but when you look in the back, it'll tell you 4 scoops of the protein powder in order to get that. And the scoops are pretty big. They're pretty hefty. So you got to make sure that you're reading it, because I was taking 1 scoop thinking it's 750 calories and it really wasn't. So make sure you read the information. I also like to add more stuff to my shake to make it higher in calories. I like to add almond milk, bananas, fruits, different things like that. You can also drink Ensures. That's what I was doing when I first started, and it was definitely making me gain a lot of weight, but it also was making me gain a stomach, so you got to be careful with that. I just recently switched to a plant-based protein because I felt like when I took the whey protein, I bloated a lot, and I felt like I was gaining a lot of weight in my stomach. So I feel that when you take the plant-based protein, you don't really see the bloating like that. So it helped a lot. Another tip that I can give is you have to have patience. Like, it's gonna take a long time for you to gain this weight. You're not just gonna wake up with a big old booty, and it's not gonna take you a week to gain the 10 pounds that you want, the 20 pounds that you want. It's gonna take you a while. In order for me to gain that 18 pounds, 17 pounds that I gained, it took me about a year. Like, I probably could have gained more weight if I was more consistent, but it took me a while, It's a lifestyle choice that you have to make every single day. You have to be motivated in order to gain this weight. Okay guys, so we got to the end of the video. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed. I hope my tips was very informative and I hope it helps you guys. I'm very blessed for all the weight that I've gained so far, but I'm definitely not where I want to be yet. So make sure you follow my journey so that way you guys can see more pictures and videos that I post. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to turn on your bell notifications so that way when I post a new video, you guys can get notified. Until next time, bye guys.